Finally get the camera set up a little better. Whoa. Almost dropped you guys there. Tilt you guys up a bit. There we go. How's everybody doing? We got David Danduran, Texas Donna, Broke Down Panner, Hearts of Gold's in. My girl Lumi's in. Good to see you, Lumi. Hearts of Gold, good day to you. Raspberry, yes, we're outside again today. We got something really special in store. I've been waiting this for a while, so thank you to my lovely Miss Lumi, who won the Flour Gold Wizards Smoothwater 6 sluice head. I actually had one of these last year. I kind of baked it out in the sun. Completely my fault. These things are damn near indestructible. But, yeah. So we're going to be outside. We're running the bigger sluice, and I've got Dream Mat Micro in there. I'm going to try and run the Dream Mat. I've dropped down to a 500 gallon per hour pump. We're going to see if we can run this like a cleanup sluice and clean up our cons. Dorothy Richardson, King's Gold Joe Seafish, Washington Fishing Adventures. Good to see you. Tim Ivans is in the house. Good to see you. All right. So for those of you that are newer to prospecting that wouldn't kind of know how one of these setups works, it has a bilge pump. It runs off a bilge pump just similar to like what you'd have in your boat. You got the bilge pump hose that runs to the underneath of the header box. And this is a lithium ion phosphate battery. This will run that sluice for about 7 hours straight. So we're set to go. She's fully charged. All right. Get some bubbles going. I'm going to hand out some entries as always. Bit of a scramble to get set up today, but there. Did a wind test. Pretty still today. Adam Weiss is in the house. Good to see you. Camp is in there. Good to see you, Camp. Let me get you a wrench. I know you from the fishing community. Grey Wolf, good to see you again, sir. Let's get you wrenched up as well, because I do know you from the other community. There we go. Woodsy, welcome back in. Good to see you, sir. I do apologize for the wind noise. It comes with being outside, right? All right. Crash. Casey, welcome in, my friend. Awesome, Crash. Good to hear. Texas Donna, good to see you. We do have the refreshments to open the bar at 5, no doubt. It is hot here, guys. It's 90 degrees. I'm a glutton for punishment coming out here to do this today, but hey, what the heck. All right, legends. Early bird gets the worm. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, legends. Mandy's Candy's in the house, right in time to guess a number, Mandy. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. We love to see it. Man, it's warm out here. Can't wait till that bar opens. Mama Bird's in the house. Good to see you, Miss Mama Bird. Florida Storm Chasing Adventures, which reminds me, just so you guys are aware, the setup's a bit more complicated today. We're not going to be promoting a channel. We'll get back to that next week. I had to haul all this stuff in up from the basement, and so today we're just going to take it easy. We're going to be doing a pick a number at the end for the gold back, so we will, of course, still be giving away a gold back. All right, legends. That number was 21. The winner on this one, Crash. Congrats, Casey. There's an entry for you, my friend. Full half is in the house. My fellow Canadian brother. Good to see you, full half. All right, so congrats to Crash. Let's hit her again. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, legends. Yeah, don't be a bum. Smash that thumb, says Mama Bird. Florida picked 21 as well. No can do, Donna, unfortunately. Sure, we'll add you one for an entry, Florida. I am outside, so it is a little difficult to read the chat on the laptop, but I got you. The Kitsy's in the house. Good to see you, Kitsy. No worries, Florida. And I count on you guys to point out when I screw up, which is often, by the way. Just ask Lumi, she'll tell you. Man, you guys are flying today. Triple A is in the house, my brother. All right. Number was 34, closest with 33. Dorothy Richardson. Congrats, Dorothy. Entry for you, young lady. Wretches Repairs and Prospects in. Good to see you, John. How are them steaks? You got them in the smoker yet? All right, guys, here we go. Let's give out another. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, legends. Feel this thing needs one of those things so I can move. All right, just checking in some numbers. Breezy and 92. I take that. Hey, Paisley Outdoors. Welcome in. Dina, I don't know if I said hi to Dina yet. I did see her in earlier, but all right. That one was 44. Congrats. Closest was David Dandrin. 5 for chat from Dorothy. What a legend. All right. Just when I was starting to put the pad away. All right, legends. One number only for 5 entries, courtesy of Dorothy Richardson. Thank you so much, Dorothy. Appreciate you. It is too damn hot out, Rich, let me tell you. B&B Prospecting, Bob's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. So Bradley Drake, welcome in. This is concentrates, sluice concentrates from an actual creek. So no pay dirt today. Oh, that's awesome, Bob. Thanks for swinging by. Enjoy your day out with the fam. A grown man playing with bubbles. Bruce Matthews, you're absolutely right. Says the grown man on YouTube, watching another grown man play with bubbles. All right. So B&B, thanks for stopping by. Number was 33. B&B was the closest. Congrats, B&B. That's an entry for you. Bojo Hansen, welcome from Denmark. What did I miss with Joseph? Well, Lumi wrote it down. She'll tell me after the show. All right. So we have our bucket rigged up. We've got an anchor. Skipjack Cindy's in the house. Good to see you, Cinders. So yeah, 5 entries for B&B, and that was courtesy of Dorothy Richards. Congrats, Bob. Steven Single-Handed Jewelry, welcome in. So yeah, we've got, the way this runs, like I said, is off a bilge pump. We've actually got it tied to the bottom with a small kayak or canoe anchor on the bottom to keep it from drifting off. All right, I was going to give away one more free entry. GP's in the house. Welcome in, GP. Good to see you, brother. All right, legends. One number only between 1 and 50 for a free entry. Man, you guys are flying today. Holy smokes. Where did I get my setup, Bruce? Various places. The Dream Mat was bought by a prospector from Prospector's Dream. The Mind Lab stuff is from a local shop here. Flour Gold Wizards Smoothhead, of course, from Flour Gold Wizards. And the battery was off of Amazon, of all places. Wrench, you absolute legend. That's 5 entries from Wrench per Wrench, the upcoming painter draw. Yeah, that's awesome, Tim. All right. So that number was 25. Winner, Wrench. Congrats, Wrench. All right, legends. So we're getting that time. Let's get that sluice going. A little bubble wind check thingy do. Okay. Now, I'm going to move some stuff around here a little bit. I set the table up. I didn't take into account the laptop. So Joseph says more bubbles. We can do that, Joseph. We're going to be bubbling it up big time today. This setup is going to create a wicked amount of bubbles. Bubbles and pike, says Loomy. I can't pull a pike out of here right now. Not in that little tub. See if we can move this around a little. There we go. Ooh, right on the lens. Little 3D bubble action. All right. So, as always, we get some bubbles to get her started. Where's my buddy Bubbles? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. You got to bless the water with bubbles. And not take one right between the lookers this time. All right. So, get that pump running, see how we look. Hopefully I don't need to, I have my speed controller out here. Hopefully I'm not going to need it because we did downsize the pump to the smaller sluice. Ah, there's a thing of beauty, folks. Look at that. You. Hey, Gail, welcome in. Yeah. So Raspberry, that's probably, well, no, if you watched Aqua Donkey, he runs a sluice. I have one bigger than this. I actually have one that I'll run behind this. I'll run two sluices in tandem sometimes. All right. So whenever you first fire up your sluice, no matter what brand you have, you want to check your pockets and make sure we don't have any bubbles. Bubbles are a good thing in the water, but not in the sluice mat and pockets and riffles. So we do look good to go. Mandy's Candy dropping a $2 dono. 2 entries for Miss Mandy. Thank you so much, legend. Appreciate you. Humble Stacker's in the house. So good to see you, buddy. So, let's see how this thing gets dirt. Oh, yeah. So you can see I've already got some little stuff built up here. And it'll slowly make its way down. And if I look in my pockets, I can see little black sand moving around already after one little tiny scoop like that. That's awesome. Let me tell you, it's freaking hot out here. Humble Stacker, member for a month, dropping his membership, flexing his membership. Thanks so much, Humble. Appreciate you being a member, sir. Oh, wrench, yeah, it's crazy. And you're out there working a smoker, I thought I saw today. That's what the liquid cheddars are for, or liquid ciders, I guess, in your case, right, buddy? Zyro's Garden's in the house. Good to see you, Zyro, my man. Yeah, those pockets are moving nicely. Perfect. So switching down to that 500 GPH pump versus the 1100 I usually run was definitely the play. Awesome. 5 for Humble, 5 for chat. We can absolutely do that. Let's do that right now. Oh, we add to our bubble crop. That's the beauty of this too, is I get to add more bubbles. All right, grab the laptop. Phil, welcome in. Good to see you. Ekmo said hi. Hello, Ekmo. Chaos Goat is here. Good to see you. Chicken Explorers is in. Good to see you, Chicken. Justin, welcome in, my friend. All right, guys. One number only between 1 and 50. Oops. Mainly off grid legend. Welcome in, my friend. Bojo Hansen, welcome in. Going through and collecting numbers, guys. All right, legends. So for 5 entries, courtesy of my buddy and the legend, Humble Stacker, number was 27 with 28 each. Steven Single-Handed Jewelry and More. David Dandran, congrats, guys. That's 5 entries each for both of you. Oh, look at them bubbles. Oops. That escalated quickly, didn't it? All right, see if we can move the sluice back a little and improve on our bubble crop. There we go. Bubbles are going to take us over today, guys. Oh, there's beer here. You got to know there's beer here. Raining off and on there, David. We haven't had rain in almost 2 weeks. Absolutely crazy here. I actually thought my well ran dry, but it turned out to be the pump lost its prime. So $200 service call later, and luckily we have water to sluice with. Otherwise, it would have been hauling buckets from the creek down the road. Those bubbles are looking magnificent today, if I say so myself. So not planning on finding any diamonds today. That was crazy last weekend. Dam's fish on's in the house. Bam! Good to see you, Dan. It was funny too when that diamond popped up in the sluice. I mean, it was just a tiny, tiny little thing, but I mean, I am used to finding because there is like a little swimming hole type deal upstream. I found pieces of glass from broken bottles and stuff like that, and that's kind of what I was assuming it was until I pulled it out, until I stopped the sluice. 5 months, 5 months for Dan. That's awesome. Appreciate you, Dan. I appreciate all the members. I appreciate everyone that comes by and just hangs out with me every week. Awesome. I love these smooth water sluice heads. These are the best. Thank you, Miss Loomy. These are the most smooth running sluice heads I've ever run, and I've run probably 8 or 10 different brands of sluice heads. I love this little Dream Mat sluice. The head that they sell to go with it is a piece of crap compared to that smooth water sluice head. Higher than zero? Definitely higher than zero. I mean, it makes sense. There is a swimming hole up nearby, right? Would have been nice if it was a great big diamond that was worth something, but unfortunately, it was just like a little tiny, tiny one. Kind of like you'd see like in a cluster ring or something like that, I guess. It was so small, it was actually difficult to get it. Thanks, Legends. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. I missed where I was spinning. A little bit more of a chore to feed this sluice and not spill stuff all over the place. But I will try and keep my eye on it. That was an Elon thing. I won't blame YouTube. Last weekend, YouTube was playing havoc with us, so at least this one is on my end, and I have no one to blame except Elon. Yeah, full half. And I am seeing some shiny bits down in those pockets. That's awesome. 10 ground strikes of lightning. Yikes. Can't even see the sluice anymore. Oops. Let's do a little bubble related maintenance. So no, Lumi, I actually brought the cooler out today because I knew running the bigger sluice I wouldn't have as much room. We're getting there, Dina. We're getting there. We're gonna see what we can do, and at the end of the stream, I'll back you guys off so you can see how much we can make here. Yep. Glenn, the gay guy, is in here. Welcome in, Glenn. Good to see you, my friend. Possum 350. Good to see you. Philippians in the house. Good to see you, Mel. Phew. Man, that's warm. The bubbles are going to be taking over. If a stiff breeze pops out, we may be on trouble. South is that way. I got a wind from the south. I'll be ducking for cover, I think. I don't know about that, Justin. There's lots of, you can still hike in the woods here. We have, I know there's areas, I'm not, to be honest, not 100% sure what you're speaking of, but it could be, I know there's some wildfire areas where they're keeping people out. We don't have that problem here, but we do have a burn ban on, which sucks. I like my campfires, but man, it's hot out here. Snowman with a bikini top. I've made bubbles. I have made bubbles that look like worse things than that. Trust me. We do have to tend to the crop, though. Oh, oh, man, it's warm. Did I mention it's hot out here? 82. That would be a relief. It's 91 here today. Choosing today to go outside was probably not my best idea ever. right, so I am noticing. So that's when you have a setup like this, you got to really kind of keep your eye on things. So I'm noticing, you guys can't see it for the bubbles, the water is coming heavier off this side than that side. So you always want your sluice to be even out. So we're going to loosen that up. Perfecto. Jose, welcome in, my friend. Blessings. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Good to see you, Jose. Not gonna lie, I made that buffer so I could take a quick dip in the pool. Sorry about that, legends. Elon doing Elon things. $62 here at 10 after 9. Still, that's pretty good, Raspberry. Our nights have been really hot. I've been having to run the AC out in the house every night. Pool party? Woo. I wish I had a pool. I may not have a pool, but I do have ice cold beer over there in the cooler, which is even better than a pool. Those bubbles really want to go. Len, better to fart in a pool than pee in a pool. They do broke them. I'm impressed. Yeah, that's a great idea, Justin. I used to raise chickens. I wasn't as kind or gentle as you, though. I kind of let the chips fall where they may. I did give them, cool water multiple times a day. Of course. I'm not a monster. So I am seeing some black sand and gold building up in the pockets of the dream mat, which is nice. Uh, I'll take a little break. We'll give away some entries. Hot, like it's freaking hot. All right. A better look at that bubble. That's looking kind of epic, if I don't say so myself. Take a look at the lawn. We've had like zero rain. It's like all scorched and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, let's take a look in the sluice. Yeah, you can see a couple of little pieces built up in a micro mat. Very, very cool. Yeah, it's pretty epic, eh, Rezer? I'm thinking so. Yeah. And what I like is as I go further down the sluice, I'm not seeing any. So that's a piece of white rock there. So that's not. So definitely switching to the 500 GPH pump really made the difference. Everything's staying up near the top. I'm not forcing anything down. You can see a little bit of black sands hopping around at the end of the header box. And I see one little fleck of gold in there. Can you guys pick that out? Pretty freaking awesome. Well, that's two flecks actually, right there. So I'll have to be careful when I empty out this sluice that I make sure that I get everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem that broke down. You get a rain like that after it's been dry, it just runs off. So I mean, it is great to replenish your lakes and creeks and stuff, and it is great for prospecting. I'll admit that. However, it sucks when you want the rain to water things and water the grass because it actually just runs right off straight into the creeks. Cold water feels good, actually. Not gonna lie. The wind is coming from the south, which means if it does pick up, I could get a bunch of bubbles in the face. That's correct. That was Elon wishing our buddy Troubled One a happy birthday. Sapera, welcome in, Sergey. Good to see you. All right, happy birthday, Troubled One. In case that got cut off, one number only, guys, between 1 and 50. Go ahead. Who won from before, Humble? Hopefully I didn't get cut off. Steven Single-Handed Jewelry and David Dandran each won the 5 entries that you gave out, buddy. Tomcat. All right, legends. Number was 14, the winner on that one. Hearts of gold. Congrats, Karen. 40 minutes till the bar opens and I can have an icy cold beverage. Give out another one, legends. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead. You guys know the drill. That Bubble Mountain wants to give way. She's just a jiggling over there. Justin, I want to be standing at the end of this live stream. I open the bar now. Those ice cold pops are going to go down so good. All right, legends. Number was 27. She's hot today, ladies and gentlemen. Dorothy, congratulations. Aisha Barber's in the house. Good to see you, Aisha. All right, let's give away one more because yeah, she's getting there, full half. She's getting there. Yeah. Give it a minute. I know YouTube kicked a few people out. That was a YouTube issue that time. To reset her, but that was YouTube doing YouTubey things. Man, D3 is in the house. Good to see you, sir. All right, legends. That number was 7. 7. The closest. That legend, Adam Weiss. Congrats, Adam. Man, she's hot. A jiggle in there, Dorothy. There's like flies getting stuck in them and stuff. Crazy. Ugh, feels nice just to stick my hand in that cold sluice water. To be honest with you. Oh yeah, I wanted to rinse off this spoon and get rid of it. I'll go right away. Now, the good thing about using this sluice is it rips through these cons pretty quick. The bad thing is it's going to hold a lot more material than my little cleanup sluice. So the panning process is going to be a bit longer. So, well, that's okay. You do see that. There we go. Yeah, so you just cause a little disturbance there. It's going to wash all that black sand and little bitty pieces of gold out of that top just before the ripples. That's awesome. That's a legendary bubble view there, that's for sure. It's a shame bubbles aren't worth as much as gold. I'd be rich. That's very rich, I'm telling you. Oh, holy smokes, man. Oh, oh man, that breeze feels good though. Just blew off a big hunk of bubbles. Breeze just switched. You. What time we got? Is that bar almost open yet? Wash those dishes, says Junie. Yeah, Lumi, it's kind of looking like the blob. It is kind of taking over like the blob too. We're constantly having to groom the damn thing. Let's add more. And the wind switched directions again. Yeah, there is a highway about half a mile that way. I can see the bubbles just kind of settling in one great big mass coming out of the sky. Some poor guy, some poor old lady driving back from bingo. It is 5 o'clock somewhere, Dina. Just not here, unfortunately. We're getting there. What time is it? 4:30. We got half an hour. We can make that work. We can and will make that work. Well, yes, raspberry is melody. Raspberries and hedgehogs are pretty cool channel name. When are you thinking of doing this live, panning live raspberry, or are you still or are you gonna wait for your TO dirt? That's a good idea. That's going to be a great dirt to do live. I did a 1 gram TO bag live. Been a minute, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. TO makes fantastic Peter. You're gonna love it. Yeah, boy, TO. It's kind of this is probably the only prospecting and gold channel on YouTube where people don't even care if they see the sluice for the bubbles. That wants to go really, really bad. It's coming right at you guys. Let's go. There's big clumps of bubbles out on the lawn. Whew. Empty pans in the house. Good to see you empty. Mm. This thing makes bubbles quicker than I can get rid of them. I just wipe them off, and 5 minutes later, I'll be back here. That thing will be overshadowing the sluice completely. Ugh. Take a wee little break. Let's see what's built up in the sluice, I guess. You got some bubbles that are just kind of making their way onto the lawn. Welcome back, Wrench. Hearts of gold, that's the beauty of where I live. My nearest neighbor is probably a white-tailed deer right now. Fishy Fingers Jackson's in the house. Good to see you, Jackson. So yeah, there's the bubbles. Do have some material building up in the sluice, lots of black sand, and I can see a nice piece of gold right there. Mary, welcome in. Yeah, so behind me, Karen, that forest goes back 2 miles before the next road. And no neighbors there. And walk around the house, no neighbors over there either. Whew. Yeah, pretty impressive bubble crop. Oh, it's giving away an entry. Take a little break because it gets hot out. Hey, Wrench, you legend. 5 more painted entries for Wrench. Yes, a pair of Brad is what you could call me if you like. Or ATC, whatever. Don't call me late for dinner. Bubble Beard, you missed it, D3. You wanted a Bubble Beard last weekend and I gave you one and I don't think you were here. But I mean, those are epic enough levels. I suppose I could do another one today for you. All right, legends, one number only between 1 and 50. Go ahead, guys. Oh, Mary, I've been called way worse by way better people. Just kidding. This heat's even getting to my Sharpie. That's the way to do it, Rich. Cold beer. Just lay on the couch, watch your smoke or do things. Ooh. All right, legends. Number was 29. The winner, Steven Single-Handed Jewelry and More. Congrats, Steven. Yeah, we're working on a big one today, Cindy. I got bubbles scattered throughout the yard, clumps here, clumps there. Yeah, same deal, Wrench one. Absolutely freaking dying there. What the hell? Let's go away one more. We're making good time today. My Sharpie will make it. All right, guys, one number only between 1 and 50. Go ahead. 5 for chat from the Tomcat himself. We will do that up next, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, the bubbles are taking over. Ugh. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, she wants to go. Wants to go. Gummy time on Chasio. 5 for Justin, 5 for Troubled One, and 5 for chat. We can do that. Absolutely. Thank you, Justin, sir. All right. So as hard to see as this is because my Sharpie's failing me. Number was 32. Congrats, Justin. Yeah. ASMR Autumn is in the house. Good to see you, Autumn. Get you wrenched up so you can make some prints. All right. Isabel, we are making bubbles, and we're actually running some concentrates to find gold. I know it's difficult to see right now, but stick around. Stick around and I'll show you the how the sluice is working. All right, legends. For 5 entries, courtesy of Tomcat Josh. One number between 1 and 50. One number only. Go ahead, guys. This is for 5 entries. Man, she's warm out here. Did I mention it's warm out here? 46 legendary legends in the house. Awesome. Isabel, I am in Canada. More specifically, my yard. All right, legends. So for 5 entries, courtesy of our boy Tomcat Josh, the number was 4, so 5 entries each. Adam Weiss and Tim Hygens. Congrats, gentlemen. Raspberry, yes. It is it's warm. It's 91 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. All right. All right, legends. So for 5 entries now, courtesy of Justin Winch. One number and one number only, guys. 5 entries at stakes. Roman with Ringo's in the house. Good to see you, Ringo. Welcome in, Vinny. Good to see you. So, Autumn, I'll show you in a second. We're actually sluicing some concentrates from the dirt to find gold. We're mining for gold, essentially. All right, legends. So for 5 entries, courtesy of our boy Justin Winch, number was 17. The winner, Bill Snodgrass. Congrats, Bill. Oh yeah, we'll get some more bubbles built up too, Mel. Don't you worry, my friend. So Autumn, I'll show you what's going on beyond the bubbles. Well, you guys can kind of make the sluice out now. Welcome in from Mexico, Vinny. So Autumn, this is what's known as a sluice. So there's our concentrates. We've done that whole great big pan there. Well, most of it. So what happens is gold is the most dense material in all those concentrates. So it runs down this waterfall, which as an ASMR person, you would absolutely love. I know I do. This is my ASMR right here. And being that gold is the densest material, which means it's heaviest for size, it falls out and gets stuck. Yes, thank you, Justin. 14 minutes. Believe me, I'm counting it. So the gold falls out and it gets stuck in these little pockets. And usually it's riffles, but today we're running the Dream Mat. So you can see little bits, tiny bits of gold built up in those little pockets. And what we do is we're going to take that mat out and we're going to pan that out shortly. See how much gold we got. So yeah, that's how sluicing for gold works. Brad H is in the house. Rocky Mountain Brad Hayden. Good to see you, brother. So yeah, that's the sluicing for gold Coles Notes 101. We just like to make a ridiculous amount of bubbles in the process of that. Just kind of how we roll. So we will keep the machine running, even when we're panning, just for bubbly goodness, because we are getting quite the crop today. Hopefully the gold outweighs the bubbles, but it's not looking good, guys, as far as gold outweighing the bubbles. But at least we got some gold. That's nice. They are fun. Absolutely. Ooh, that wind's stiffening up. That bubble mountain wants to go, guys. You know, last fall I was outside doing this and we got a stiff gust and it went right up over my shoulder out towards the road over here. Yeah, Autumn. So Lumi also is into this. She's paying some gold. She's become quite good at it. Very impressive, actually. She came up on my channel and actually, I mean, that's impressive. That takes guts. Came up on my channel and painted her. What was it, Lumi? Your third or it was your fourth bag ever in front of everybody. And then I sent Lumi, said, you want to try something difficult? I sent her some of my stuff. And she panned through that like a champ. Got all the golds. And my stuff is tough because there's lots of hematite and magnetite there. So it's a rewarding hobby, very relaxing. It was your fourth, that's what I thought there. And yeah, because mine was the one I sent you was your fifth. And we have a few folks in here. We have Raspberry Hedgehog is going to pan a dirt live. And I know Florida Storm Chasing Adventures as well is going to be panning out a dirt live. So stay tuned for that. Both of them shoveled one dirt, so guaranteed to be good. What do we got? We got 10 minutes. So, Bill, who are we supporting today? Rocky Mountain Brad? Who are we supporting today? Today we're supporting each other. Just because I had to do this whole setup and that. The go back's going to be at the end. It's just going to be a pick a number, sudden death playoff, or a fight to the death, or a dance off. You guys can decide when we get there. Yeah, well, I saw that, Florida. I did see that you were gonna do a live. So I was just saying to folks, make sure you guys are hooked up to Raspberry Hedgehog, Florida Storm Chasing. See them pan out some of our boy Theo's Peter. So right now I'm just kind of getting through these concentrates, getting them off the sides of the pan, making sure we don't leave any gold behind. That's the nice thing about doing this outside. There we go. That's as clean as that's going to get. We'll put these through the sluice. RMP Brad does have some good luck runs. I know last time we talked, Brad, I thought Brad was in a bit of a lull. It had been at least like 2 days since he won something. Just picking. Nice, Florida. Good for you, man. Hey, Joe Weiss, man. It's been a minute. Good to see you, man. Yeah, we could like to go excessive on the bubbles around here. It is our jam. All right. That's it for feeding pods into the sluice. Put that over here. Yeah, just get my arm in that cold water feels good. Loomy's calling for the bubble gun. Loomy wants a bubble gun. Loomy gets the bubble gun. Because that's also how we roll. Fish head, welcome in, brother. The water is incredibly soothing. Loomy's correct. I absolutely love it. Ooh. Oh my God. 6 minutes till the bar opens. I did knock the bubble gun over earlier, so she does need a refill. We will grab the jet dry because we do not sluice with bubbles. Get some jet dry into our panning water. Berry's in the house. Good to see you. Some jet dry in there. Laundry. Just turn your underwear out inside out, T.O. You're single. You live alone. Jeez. Tell that guy everything. It is, Dina. Absolutely. Very, very soothing. Watching the flow is almost mesmerizing. Oh, only 3 times? Well, okay. You do what you got to do, brother. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. get some behind the phone bubble action going on. I also like gooping around with the bubbles because it gives me a bit of a break in this heat. Oh, wow. That escalated quickly. All right. Now, put some water in this gold pan. We are going to empty our sluice mat. By the time I get that sluice mat emptied and back into the sluice to run, it's going to be time to open the bar. So, this one's a little trickier. There's a little threaded screw underneath here. Going to loosen the plate. Then after that, your mat, in theory, slides right out. Which, there we go. Have to clear the bolts that I put in there. And of course, I never loosen that enough. Pop this little plate here. Does tend to get some dirt jammed underneath it. There we go. Now, take our mat around, put it in the gold pan. A good chunk of something there. And then you just flip your mat upside down into the pan and wash all those little pockets out. All right. We will be putting that mat back in shortly, but there is some dirt still caught in, as you guys can see, in the sluice. Gold does in this dream mat tend to work its way underneath the mat sometimes. So all I'm going to do here, put a little bit of water in the pan. There we go. Put a little water in this gold pan. Take our smaller pan we're going to be using. Put it underneath the sluice. We're just going to give that a good rinse out. So all that sluice dirt that the gold likes to hide in makes its way out. And there we go. I remember my first, those few flakes on top. Yeah, we rinse those through. So what happens with this plate, Justin? Once you get it unscrewed from the bottom, it's got kind of a flex to it. But I am going to put one thing I do every week, week in and week out too, whether it's the pans or anything that gets caught, any dust or stuff that gets caught in my equipment, I dry my equipment out, and tomorrow what I'll be doing is I dry my equipment out, and then I brush it all off into the pan that I used to pull from, and then that ends up being part of next week's con, so I can run it again. So anything that gets caught in the sluice mat, anything that's stuck to the sluice, anything in the big gold pan, will all get rerun next week. Because gold does have a way of finding its way to the bottom of things, obviously, right? Whew. It's warm. All right, well, it's 5 o'clock. All right, legends. Loomy dropping golden turds. Way to go. I love those golden turd emojis. Thank you, Miss Loomy. All right, legends. One number only between 1 and 50. Will I go open the bar? And because we love Jason, because we love Smoothwater Head, and I love Miss Loomy for sending me this, we're opening the bar in honor of my buddy Jason, Flour Gold Wizards. Absolute legend. Ugh. There will be a new Sharpie for next show, that's for sure. Holy smokes. Angie and Rick, welcome in, legends. Cheers, folks. Cobbles, Jason. He is a great guy, Hearts. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him in person. One of his Patreon meetups a few years back was amazing. That was back when we used to be able to run these sluices at the beach. It was such a good time. Mm. Oh, man, on a hot day, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing on a hot day like this. Cheers, Miss Looney. Cheers, puff, puff, pass, whatever you guys do. As long as it's legal, do that. As Dean, yeah, charts. If JP's crowd is in charts, well, now I got to drink again. My Loomy's calling for the bubble gun again. We could do that. See which way the wind blows. All right. Now, we need to get set up for some floor painting here. Give you guys a look at what that sluice leaves behind. And I am already seeing chunky bits of pyrite in here. Yeah, pretty epic. When I do the big ones out, big sluices outside Dina, they get pretty large. I actually have a kiddie pool. I was doing it last year. I had the big gold hog out here with recirculating pails. Holy smokes, we had a kiddie pool. That was when it cut loose. One time went flying right over my shoulder. One for Raspberry and one for Mr. T.O. for his birthday. Happy birthday, T.O. Well, it's funny you should mention that, Autumn. Look what Loomy sent me. This is a vintage McDonald's toy. We always bless the water with bubbles before we start. All right. So there is lots of pyrite showing. Yeah, when I was running 2 buckets of cons. So now what I do, D3, is I'll run my cons like that really, really quick. I'll run through sometimes, 4 or 5 buckets. And I'll just run it down into sluice cons, and that's what we pan out on the weekends. So there's the cons that actually, to be honest with you, I'm actually quite impressed with that dream mat. Bubbles guards the gold. Don't you be taking my gold. Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with that dream mat. How little cons that left me. I thought it was going to leave me an awful lot more than that. Nope. There you go. Can't see the sluice. We've actually finished running the sluice, but it is time to tend to our bubble crop, so we'll get some of that out of the way so you can see the sluice. There we go. It's empty now, but we're running it for ambiance, as the kids say. 5 for TO, 5 for chat. Empty pan, we can absolutely do that, brother. Cheers, empty pan. Absolute legend. Ooh. Backyard fun, country boy. I just realized that I didn't announce who won the last one. So the number on the last one actually was 22. We had 3 winners. We had Hearts of Gold, Crash, and Donna. Hearts of Gold, Crash, and Donna. Number was 22. That cold beer was so good, I almost forgot about that. All right, legends. For 5 entries, courtesy of that legend, the empty pen, one number only between 1 and 50. Go ahead, guys. Gold panning Dutchy Jackal. Good to see you. Been a minute, pal. Yeah, we're glad to have you here, Autumn. We do this every Sunday at 3:30 Eastern. So Tim, we every 3 months, so it should be up next month, providing enough money rolls in. All the money from donos goes to buy uh, pay dirt from Travel One. Then every 3 months we have this huge pay dirt giveaway, and the entries get put into the wheel. The last one that I did, we gave away 7 bags of pay dirt, over almost $500 worth of gold. It was crazy. So that's what the entries are for. Bob Klussman, welcome in. So the number was 27. So in an act of karma, Empty won 5 entries from his own donation, but so did Adam Weiss. So congrats, Empty Pan and Adam Weiss. No worries, Tim. It's always good for people to hear it as well. So let's get to some pan approach. Yeah, we'll have a few more free entry giveaways, and we're going to be giving away the gold back and potentially a bag of Trouble to Win Pater. Tons of pyrite in this stuff. Give you guys another quick look now that I've panned it down just a hair. How much shiny pyrite there is in this. So there is all that sparkle you guys see is pyrite. There's no gold visible in that pan right now. Running a propane, Justin. Come on, man. Yeah, so at autumn, gold as or this soap or jet dry acts as what they call a surfactant. So gold and dirt is hydrophobic. Um, so it breaks the surface tension on that water and allows the gold to sink instead of float. We use bubbles in the sluice for fun. We use dish soap. When I'm painting, I don't like to have bubbles in my pan so I can see what I'm doing. That's when I use jet dry. It doesn't suds up like the bubbles do. Nobody really is in the house. Ron is in the house. Welcome in, Ron. 6 20-pound tanks. So I am lucky enough to, well, lucky. I shouldn't say lucky since I paid for it, but I have a massive. My house runs off a big propane pig. I have a gas my forced air propane heat propane fireplace, and out the other side of my house there's a quick connect. So I never run out. I don't even have to have tanks. So yeah, we'll be back to promoting a channel next week. But this week I just decided with the setting the big sluice up outside. Then we take a break from promoting and we just do the pick a number with a sudden death and a dance off. Same deal, Dina. We've had like next to no rain. Whew. Saw Lumi over there asking for the bubbles again. Ah, broke down. That sucks. Vehicle issues suck. There, little 3D bubble action. Iowa drowning. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, see, I can't imagine that. It's so dry here. My grass is dying. Nobody really. We use bubbles in the sluice when we're sluicing for gold, which, believe it or not, the sluice is running underneath all these bubbles. There's a sluice in there, the gold sluice. There she is. But we like to add a bit of extra bubbles and have a good time. Have a good one, full half. Thanks for swinging by, buddy. Yeah, that's it, Dina. It's all for fun. Absolutely. And it actually happened. The whole bubbles, having so much bubbles on the show, happened by mistake. The first time I ran the circulating kids pool outside, and everyone, I put way too much in because normally I run jet dry, but I wanted to have some bubbles in there to show everybody. And I put way too much in by accident. That was a fun live, actually. I put way too many bubbles in by accident, and everyone loved it. That was also because I was so damn nervous. It was my first ever live stream. I had the mat, I had my gold hawk sluice out. I actually had the mat in backwards and had to rerun everything. It was a trip. Yeah, D3 was around in those days. Then when I did the first big giveaway, I succumbed to peer pressure, and King's Gold Joseph convinced me to use an entire bottle of bubbles. And when I got to the panning stage, I had to take the water out of the sluice. Um, it was like panning in syrup. Never painted anything like that before. I managed to get her done, but have a great night, Bob. Enjoy your time. Try and stay cool if it's hot where you are, like it's hot here. Got some gold trying to escape on us there. Yeah, an entire bottle. You know, Joseph said, I dare you to put an entire bottle in there. And I put an entire bottle in there. I will never do that again. As much as I enjoy my bubbles, um, it gets to a point where the water can only take so much detergent. So the detergent just sat there like a syrup almost and mixed in with the water. So if you ever made Jello, it was the consistency of what Jello is when you put it in the fridge to set, like before it actually hardens. It was a little nuts. Joseph's laughing over there. He remembers that. That was a good time though. Every live is a good time. I love hanging out with you guys on Sundays. Mega Silver Stack. Welcome in, my friend. Know you, of course, from the community. Let's get you a wrench. I'm surprised you don't already have. There you go, Mega. You is hooked up, my friend. So one thing you're gonna find it when you pan, and I speak, I mean, those of you that are veteran panners or experienced panners know this, but when you pan, so you'll notice how when I pan, my thumb is on the bottom right um, edge of my pans. Some people can pan with it in the middle like that. I find that really awkward. So my thumb is always in the bottom right. So I'm going to show you guys with your thumb on the bottom right. You're going to notice where my thumb is and that the gold always appears in the pan opposite exactly where your thumb is. So just a little tip for you guys that are new to panning or new-ish to panning. Always look opposite your thumb because that's where the gold's going to be. Still got a lot of cleanup to do on that. Isabel, I did tell you where I am. I am in Canada, in my yard. So it was so hot that I didn't want to bob for beers today because I knew my water was going to heat up. Yeah, you could do that. D3, you can rotate your pen and make it go to the top. I just kind of accept where it is, right? And I just know in my process that that's where it's going to be. But yeah, you could do that as well. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Raspberry, you're going to absolutely love that. Your Tio makes fantastic painter. I'm getting there, Louie. I'm getting there. Be patient. Jeez. I was going to put a bubble beard on for D3, but now that you're pushing me like that, I'm just going to go right for the goal. You think I need more surfactant, Megan? You'll notice that I'm panning in my panning tub here full of jet dry, so there's no bubbles. But we like to go nuts every stream on the sluice and make a whole lot of bubbles and have a bunch of fun. We like to get our bubble gun going. Hmm. You want bubble hats. Bubble hats, eh? Nice, Isabel. There's some good prospecting in Vermont. There's lots of folks here from Maine. Some fantastic prospecting. In fact, I've done cons from Maine on my show before. Oh, Mary, don't be doing that now. Think of all the pay dirt we could buy with that. For you want to get that cleanup money. You don't need that for bail money. Trouble one, have a little fun over there on his birthday. All right, let's see what we can do here. I gotta clean those bubbles up a little. So Lumi wants a bubble hat. Lumi always gets what Lumi wants. That's just the way it works around here, guys. Just get used to it. Let's see. Doesn't want to stay on my hat though. I can't even tell what this looks like. All right. What bubble beard, bubble hat, bubble whatever. It don't matter. It's just bubbles everywhere. We do enjoy our bubbles over here in All Things Country. We're kind of fond of our gold too, to be honest with you. But we like to have fun. I can actually hear bubbles popping in my ear holes. No worries on it. We like to have fun. So Isabel, we do okay. You're gonna see at the end. I mean, I couldn't do this for a living. Hey Jeffrey, welcome in. That just happened. Yeah, it's like personal bubble ASMR when you go in my ear. Yeah, you got that right, Justin. Unless you get lucky and find that nugget, which is a gamble. I did a video one time um, where I prospected and calculated how much I made versus a worker at McDonald's who worked an 8-hour shift. I did 8 hours of prospecting and processing dirt, and it turned out I was making it was a little over $3 an hour prospecting. It's something you do out of love. Certainly not something, hey, Silver Staff, welcome to memberships, buddy. Just so you know, we do a pay dirt drawing every 3 months. And the members actually get their own drawing. And every membership dollar goes as an entry towards all the other drawings. Welcome in, buddy. Appreciate it. Georgianne's here. Speaking of members, one of my longest standing members is Miss Georgianne. Yeah, I hear that, Jeffrey. That's why I don't detail the truck. Like, I'll clean it. And I throw my dog in there sometimes and stuff. So I got to get all that dog hair out of there. But as far as a real detail, yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. No, sir. Justin Lynch, 4 months. That's still awesome, Justin. 1 month is awesome. 2 months is awesome. 4 months is awesome. It's all good. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hung and stuff with J&J. Welcome in, sir. You know what? That's awesome, Jeffrey. It feels like you've been with us for way long, or Justin, sorry. Feels like you've been with us way longer, man, which is a good thing. It means you fit in. It's a great group of people. Fantastic, amazing community. Everywhere we go, it's like cheers. It's nice to know people that know your name, right? So that's why I always encourage people that come in to connect, look around. Some tons of awesome prospecting, panning, gold related channels in here. Some awesome fishing channels, another great activity. Then there's weirdos like me that do both. Oh, there's a nice flake there. Sweet. Have a good one, Autumn. It was so nice having you. Hope to see you again next weekend. Hopefully, Lumi and I will join you on another one of your lives shortly, or premieres, or what have you. Really enjoyed your um, premiere that you had, Autumn. Rocast prospectors in the house. Good to see you, sir. That's a lot of bubbles. Not gonna lie. We're still working on the cleanup, guys, but I'll give you a peek as to how it's going. Very nice looking cleanup there. Mega Silver Stacker, the way that it works, we have the drawing about every 3 months. We're getting due probably next month. It all depends on channel revenue because that's what pays for the pater. Last time, and we had a couple generous donations from Dina Littlehale and Dorothy Richardson. Last time we gave away 7 bags. So every dollar spent on a super chat or a membership um, gives you an entry into that drawing. Membership, if it, you know, like if you're a member for 3 months before the draw, you get that all that money along around those 3 months. That's kind of the way it works. And the members, because I realize, you know, something that I realize as someone that is a member to several channels, um, we want to reward the members with a little something extra, so we do a members drawing. And that's because, you know, it's a recurring payment, right? Not all of us are fans of recurring payments. I know I'm not. I just want to support people. Entertainment fun. Sorry, I'm not allowed to talk. Uh, okay. See you there. Good to see you. Entertainment fun. Everyone here is welcome to talk. Be nice, be polite, be respectful. Don't be a jerk. You are more than welcome here in this community. Trying to decide. You ever got one of those pieces in your pen? If this is gold, it's the dirtiest gold I've ever seen. It's certainly behaving like gold. The Death Star is getting bigger. That is pretty impressive, man. That thing looks like a fully popped bag of Jiffy Pop popcorn from you guys' angle. Man, so much I can't even make the bubble melt. It's a giant bobber. Good call, Dorothy. Mega, I am in Canada. Have a nice day. Give me that Ghostbusters, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, right? Is it? With a red bow tie. That is a good call, Alaska. Oh, jeez. Would you have cut me a deal, Jeffrey, if you met me years back? Or would you have extorted me for your soap empire? You don't have to answer that. It's all good. The almighty Tarna 41, ruler of everything pertaining to lemons, says Bubbles. I like the way you think. on a weird YouTube handle. That's got to be right up there with some of the weirdest I've seen. Lumi's like, hiya, Lemons. I'm with you, Lumi. Here, hiya, at whatever. That is hilarious, though. What a great YouTube channel. Nobody really is back being somebody, really. Yes, again, happy birthday, T.O. Many more, my friend. Pleasure to know you, sir. We're all prospectors. We all love our gold. But the real gold is the friends we make along the way. No, I'm just messing with you. The real gold's right here. Great haul today. Oh, jeez. What do I have? Oh, I know what I got. I can put up against the gold. I've got my lucky coin sent to me by Gail in here somewhere. You guys see the dust fly off that thing when I opened it up? I think a moth came out of it too. I know the coin is in there, but where's it in? Where the heck? It slipped inside the liner of the wallet somehow. What? There's cake? Who said cake? Where the heck is this kid? All right, I give up. I was trying to find Gail's lucky coin, but it's hidden itself in my wallet. All I've got, coincidentally enough, is a small fishing weight in my pocket. Put that in there. For perspective. Let's give it a toupee. Maybe trim the sides a little. Nope, never mind. Toupee flew off in the wind, as they tend to do. Now it's scared. That'll haunt your dreams right now. Dina, a little bit of a lead foot, is she, Jennifer? Ooh, warm. Goldfoot. That's even worse than. There's a first. Yes. Um, the bubbles have let go and decided to find their way to the side of my house. Bent Fork is in the house. Good to see you, sir. Yeah. You got bubbles on the lawn. You got bubbles on the bubbles. It's like bubble carnage over here. So I'm just going to wrap up some panning, and then we're going to give away a gold bag, guys. I wonder. That's awesome. What a great way to tend to your bubble crop. That's sweet. And now we could just make more. David Bennett's in the house. Good to see you, David. PA is here. Good to see you, sir. Oh, man, that's hot. Sorry. I'll be done shortly. Scott, won't be long. It's how fizzy drinks are made, Alaskan. I like your line of thinking. All right. We're going to do one free entry. Then I'm going to show you guys the gold. And then we're going to give away the gold back. So, Legends, one number only between 1 and 50. Go ahead. John, our prospect, is in the house. Good to see you, Legend. Oh, there it is. All right, Legends. So that number was 7. The closest with 9. PA Patriot Prospecting. That's PA. There's an entry into the upcoming Peter draw. Adam Weiss. Hayseed. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, sir. Oh, she's warm. Yes, sir, PA. You're a wiener like the rest of us. Congrats, man. Appreciate it. Adam dropping 2 for chat. We can do that. I'm a poet. I don't know it. One number only, legends. Between 1 and 50. For 2 entries, courtesy of our boy, Adam Weiss. No worries, Angie. Awesome, Angie. I'll have a look. Not a problem. Elton guys in the house. We are prospecting for gold today. We are just wrapping up. Running late, a little late actually. I did not, John, but man, our mail is slow. So likewise, buddy, in return, don't expect mine to be flying right into your house anytime soon. It was sent, but our Canada Post is on like one of those work to rule jobbies, so the mail is moving. Luckily, I live close to a border town. I'm only half an hour away, so. But yeah, nothing yet, buddy. I have faith, buddy. I trust you. I know it's coming. No worries. All right, legends. So for 2 entries, courtesy of Adam Weiss, the winners, David Dandrand and Broke Ass Prospector. Congrats, legends. Firefighter Detective, welcome in. All right, let me just tidy this up a little bit. Put my spin on it. And I'll be able to show you legends the gold. And then we'll go for a gold back. Hillbilly, welcome. It feels like it's been a minute. Let me top that up and do a nice, polite smile. Have a good one, Gail. Great to see you as always, my friend. Yeah, that's a massive. The bubbles just keep coming on this thing. Look at that. Crazy. All right. So there is our take for the day. Not too dang shabby. Keep in mind, I'm up really close on this one. If I had to guess, probably about 0.2. That's my guess. About 0.2 right there. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this Dream app. It did an amazing job as a cleanup sluice. I didn't think it would do half as good as it did. Hello. Didn't think it would do half as good as it did, but it was awesome. I am tomorrow, just for grits and chins. Tomorrow I am going to sluice out the tailings using my regular cleanup sluice and see what it missed, if anything. And all sluices miss a little bit. Do a little beak there. Now it's like it looks like an angry bird. Yeah, Tim, it is. Very little to pan out. Not a whole lot of hassle. I mean, more to pan out than my cleanup sluice, but at the same time, the sluice itself works a lot faster. I enjoy using it. I enjoy, who doesn't enjoy playing around with the gear, right? So, maybe one life I'll bring the gold hog back out and do the buckets again instead of, like I've been doing them. All right. It's about that time. Mark and Mindy. I love it, Louis. God, we owe great show. Nanny. All right, legends. We're going to do the drawing now for the gold back. So it is pick a number. As always, if more than one of you pick the same number, we're going to have a playoff, sudden death, dance off, whatever. We'll figure it out. Um, yeah. So one number and one number only, guys, for the gold back and a chance to win a bag of Trouble One Pater. One number only between 1 and 50. Go ahead, legends. Make sure we have a chance for everyone to put their entries in. Sapera, Sergey. Yeah. Bubble. Spectacular bubbles today. We've got so many bubbles, we got a separate pan just to hold some extra bubbles. Just checking through everybody's numbers, guys. Last time I did this outside, I drop kicked this royally, and I had to send out 5 bags. So I'm being a little bit more careful this time. Wings with hot peach sauce. That's different. Like that sounds like almost like a Chinese plum sauce. That's awesome. Okay, legends. So I checked the numbers. If you guys could go back and double check, make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. The number is 21. With 22, the winner is Jeffrey Button. So if you guys want to make sure that I didn't bugger it up, I'm gonna give you a minute. 21 was the number. Jeffrey Button guessed 22. I'm pretty sure I tried to double check, but pretty sure Jeffrey's the winner. So congratulations, Jeffrey. Give it a minute, make sure everything's all right. Since I didn't do that last time and I ended up having to send out 5 gold backs. Awesome. So far, nobody's disputed. Welcome in Adventures with Sean. Good to see you. All right. And always nice. Jeff's never won a go back on the channel, so it's always nice to send one to someone new. And if he picks the right envelope, he'll win a bag of Trouble One Tater. All right, so no one has disputed it. I've left it up for a minute or two. Thought I had it correct. Jeffrey, pick a number. I've got 12 envelopes here. Well, I had 12 envelopes there. Now I've got 12 envelopes here. Pick a number, Jeffrey, between 1 and 12, and you win what's in the envelope. If it is the black and gold gold back, you win a bag of T.O.'s awesome $25 Pater. Jeffrey picks number 8. There we go, sir. We have envelope number 8. And it is the $10 gold back, sir. That one's an absolute beauty. Very nice. Show us front and back. Congrats, Jeff. Way to go, buddy. So I'll leave this on the top of the file. My email address is on my channel. But just so you know, all things country 74, I'll type it in. So all things country 74, and that's at gmail.com. It is on my channel. You know, if you get stuck, Dina's got my email address. Yeah, you're good to go. So congrats, Jeffrey. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me today. It was a great time running a little bit of a bigger sluice, making a lot more bubbles, finding some good gold, having a couple of drinks on a really, really, really hot day. Holy smokes, like, we can't even end yet. Tomcat Josh, Viper Chat, what a legend. So yeah, Jeff, go ahead and email me, and so I'll get rid of this one because that was super cool. Back on it, true. So for 5 entries, courtesy of our boy Tomcat Josh, one number only, legends between 1 and 50. Go ahead. Damn Sharpie is dying on me, but that's okay. We can do this. You guys are awesome. Rocky Mountain Lake Prospecting. Know you from the community, you absolute legend. Let's get you a wrench, my friend. Corey's Outdoors, how's it going? PA's classifying some dirt. Attaboy. All right, legends. So for 5 entries, courtesy of my boy Tomcat Josh, the number was 27. The winner, Miss Lumi, who guessed 25. 5 entries for Lumi. 5 entries for the Lumi. Congrats, dear. Awesome, guys. Fantastic. Anyways, as I was saying, I want to thank all of you guys for coming. Been a great day. It's hot here, but I had fun anyways. We made a ridiculous amount of bubbles. Tanya Bowden, welcome in. We made a ridiculous amount of bubbles. We made more bubbles today than any one man should probably make in one day. But it was fun. I want to thank all you guys for coming out. You guys make we make every Sunday special. You guys are awesome people. I appreciate each and every one of you. More than you guys will ever know. So cheers, guys. We're gonna see you on the next one. It's gonna be a good one. I might go live fishing this week. We'll see. If not, I will see you guys all next Sunday. Cheers. We'll catch you later. We can give a little smiley face for the end, guys. Boom, boom. You. Cheers, legends. Catch you on the next one.